Guys, I have been on this journey of healthy eating, working out for about 4 months very seriously. And one of the things that kind of sparked it was my diet change. So if you guys follow my videos, follow my social media, you know that around March of 2020, I became vegan. And it's scary when I tell people and they don't understand. And I kind of want to talk about my experience with veganism and where it's at and how I can modify and make it work for me. Really, this is just about a journey of my veganism about 5 months in. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name is Jeramie with Jeramie Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. Video helps you anyway, give it a thumbs up. Then click that bell for notifications. It'll just tell you every time I come on. So guys, I have been vegan for about 5 months now, and I did it for cholesterol reasons. I went to the doctor, my cholesterol was high, couldn't figure out what was going on, reduced red meat, and then tried to reduce chicken, then tried to reduce fish and all that stuff. And I ended up coming up to the conclusion that maybe meat wasn't good for my body. Both my parents have had cardiac problems and both have passed away since. So I don't know much about my family history. And so I decided to do this. I noticed also I was working out a ton, lifting, cardio, Peloton, but nothing was changing with my weight. My body wasn't changing. There was no fluctuation at all. In fact, I was feeling unhealthy and just bad. And out of everything I tried to figure out, the only thing was diet. So some of the concerns when I became vegan or even thought about it, going on a plant-based diet, was, am I gonna have energy? Are my muscles gonna die out? Am I crazy? I do need protein to survive. And I kind of went through all these things that people kind of say, but it wasn't until I started figuring out what veganism was and how our body actually works that it all kind of made sense. So guys, I'll tell you now, 5 months in, I have more energy than I've ever had. I lost a bunch of weight. I gained a bunch of muscle. You'll kind of notice the progression. If you guys watch some of my videos from in the past up until now, you'll notice a change in my face, my body, my mannerisms, and it's been going great. We've gone through the quarantine, so I've been able to cook more and experiment more and really figuring out the dishes that I love and how to make it plant-based, whether I'm using cauliflower, zucchini, or just a bunch of mushrooms and rice. Also, I haven't eaten as many carbs before all of this, right? I was a big protein, a lot of protein, a little bit of carbs, if any, and then medium vegetables. Well, guys, I literally eat pasta, carbs, bread all the freaking time, and my body is healthier and better. I haven't gone in for another blood test due to COVID, so I have one, I think, scheduled next month. I'm gonna call them to verify that, but I'm excited to see what my numbers are, especially on my cholesterol, because I was killing myself. This isn't a video about you guys should become vegans too. You know, become vegan. Let's all have a party. This is more of why I became it, because I feel like every time I tell people, I have to explain that certain process, and it doesn't mean that I'm anti-animals, I'm anti-meat, I'm anti all that. Like, I love steak, I love chicken, I love barbecue, and I love grilling. And I do miss that aspect, even though I can still do it for the family. But I will tell you, I'm allowed to quote unquote cheat a little bit. So when Thanksgiving comes, I plan on having turkey. Christmas comes, I plan on having prime rib. Every once in a while, you know, if I grab like a turkey or a salami, my life's not over, and it's about moderation. But me being who I am as a person, why I became a photographer, why I do what I do, I go extreme into everything. So for me, it wasn't about, let me go vegan 2 or 3 days a week. It was like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And guys, it's been quite amazing, honestly, and it's been a lot easier on my brain. I eat rice all the time. I'm putting, you know, I have mushrooms, marinara sauce. In fact, I'm finding all these restaurants that cater to vegans, which is amazing. Ike's over in South Reno Sandwich Shop has a vegan menu. House of Mexana off Moana has a vegan menu. I go to Thai places that make vegan food. And you know, it's modification, it's happening everywhere. Blaze Pizza even has vegan chorizo and vegan cheese that you can rock out. So it's actually been quite easy. I haven't really had to modify anything. Yes, I'm not having a giant piece of steak, but I can have tofu, rice, and as many vegetables as I want to fill up, and I'm noticing that I'm doing a lot better personally. The only thing I've had to modify or change was adding B12 to my diet, and I do that with a company called Zeal that my friend Michelle sells. And it's a powder, goes into my water, and I get all my B12. Of course, you can get B12 pills and tablets, but as far as protein goes, I'm getting all that from my vegetables. My body's not deteriorating, I'm not dying, I have energy, I feel great, and it's almost like I'm feeling the way I should. I'm not craving meat. I'm not sitting there looking at a piece of steak going, I need that right now. It's not like sodium. You know, I already don't do dairy. I just don't eat eggs. I found a company called Just Eggs who makes like a fake egg kind of thing. And I rarely use that. But I was eating eggs every single day, guys. It was egg whites, chicken every single day, broccoli every single day. And it was that kind of modification that I felt like I was healthy, and it just wasn't working for my body. Now, if you love meat, I don't know why you're watching this video, but if you're thinking about becoming vegan, you know, you can do the couple days a week. You can start off slow and kind of go from it. And it's just a diet change. It's just a way of thinking. The way I thought of it is, if I lived in a certain area that didn't have meat, what would I do? How would I survive? How did our ancestors survive without meat for so long? Being Asian, you know, we eat tons of rice and vegetables anyway. I did grow up making sure that I finished my rice and vegetables before I finished my meat, because we didn't have all the money in the world, so we weren't able to do all that. And that's kind of how it was. So I'm excited. I'm excited to see where this goes. I never had a timeline on this. I was never a guy that was going to be like, hey, I'm going to go vegan, I'm going to do this. But I was that guy that was like, I don't know if I can do this because I eat meat all the time. And I keep saying the word meat, and I feel like it's not even focused on that anymore. You know, lots of shakes, smoothies, salads, just taking out things, taking out cheese, taking out eggs out of my stuff. You know, and if you guys are into like that burger and all that, I mean, Beyond Meat has all these different burgers that taste great. Sausages aren't that great for me. I don't really like them, but the burgers taste exactly better, and they have a little bit more of a charred flavor for me that I like. You can I make a ton of spaghetti with Beyond Meat. They make little ground beef, and it's just working out well for me. So for those of you that are asking me on social media, because I do mention it a lot, that about veganism and are curious about it, and you don't really want people to know, I totally get it. Feel free to message me and I'll give you my insight and what I do. But like I said, I do it strictly for my health. If it wasn't for my health, I don't think I would have even tried it or done it, because I was such in my set ways of thinking that if I'm working out, I need to eat this, this, and this in order to gain. In reality, that was killing my body, and taking out meat completely made me healthier. Oh God, I did that like something was gonna happen. Healthier than I have been. But I have noticed a change, especially in my gut, my face. And I weigh what I weighed when I was 18, and I'm 36 now. And I've always worked out, I've always pushed it, but you know, nothing's changed, and that gets frustrating. So you kind of put it together. Anyways, thank you guys so much for listening. Hope you're having a good day. I gotta go eat lunch. I'll talk to you later. Bye.